Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. Gold futures. Yeah, it seems like the count remains intact. Gold hovers around this wave 3-4 area. We're going to adjust it. Still the same count as from the last video, so I'm going to readjust it just to make it work with the relevant intraday highs and lows. But everything else stays intact. My view remains that we bottomed here in a wave 4. That was back in November. We can carefully assume it, but as so often, we will have a the moment of truth will come when these 5 waves are over at some point. Yeah, I think we're on our way to get there. It was an unusually shallow wave 2 here, which sometimes happens. So you don't always get these strong wave 2s, unfortunately. But yeah, this was the long-term accumulation area that was well known already a year ago, and we have turned around, which is fantastic. Now we are moving higher without the expected stronger retracement that you would normally get in a wave 2, but it is what it is, and at the moment this count remains valid. So what is it? We have moved up in what I believe here was a 1-2 setup. We are based on that now in a third wave to the upside here. Let's double check what actually a target would be for the third wave. If we just calculate here, take the length of the wave 1, go to the low of the wave 2, and then a technical target for the third wave. If we're forming a proper impulse here, which is not guaranteed because it could just become a leading diagonal, yeah, then you might not reach that area there. But we're looking here at 2,134 just for that wave 3. Now, I don't necessarily expect to get there. I think we might actually have the situation that all of this is a leading diagonal. So if we are in so the entire 5-wave move could be a leading diagonal, then you have the fib levels a bit messed up. So therefore, the $2,000 level is certainly one to look out for, the 1-to-1 ratio. Then we've got 2,058 and 2,082 as possible targets. But we can also look at the subwaves to get a bit more clarity, because these are, first of all, relevant as well. So within this wave 3, then, we have a 1-2 setup here. That remains intact from the last video, and based on that, we are also here now in a third wave. Target for the yellow third wave would be, again, the 1.618 extension, 1977. That seems more realistic, I would say, certainly here for the wave 3. Within that third wave, where are we there? I think we can say that we have a small 1-2 setup here. It's already been in place in the last video. Then here, I'd say a wave 3. Here we've got a wave 4 complete. And we might now be working on that 5th wave of the third into the region around 1970. We could also use for that the length of the wave 1. Now, if we take the length of the wave 1, go to the low of the 4th wave, that also gives us a target range between 1967 and $2,000, between the 1-to-1 ratio and the 1.618 extension. So between 1967 and 2000. And also we can take the length of the third wave. That's another way of calculating target. Here. And we go to the low of the 4th, and we're looking for the 61.8% extension to the 1-to-1 ratio, sort of. And that starts at 1954, but that would be a really shallow wave 5. So with the other methods of calculating target, we have sort of that range between broadly 1970 and 2000. I think that should be where we're heading in this third wave. And then we should come down in the 4th and move up in the 5th. So this count will remain technically valid as long as we are holding above 1872. I would have to readjust things if we now come down, yeah, and break below the 1912 level, below that wave 4 low. But that count, the overall count, will remain technically valid as long as we hold above 1872. So yeah, it seems to be following that count so far. And let's see if we are on the right track here. But as you can see, this is not over. What I would expect is that even after this peak there in the third wave, there should be a 4th and a 5th, and that could push it really higher. So yeah, it's really started very, very bullish, the new year, for the metals, especially gold, silver as well. I will keep you updated as always. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.